seeing Scott Lawton on the penalty kill.
Oh my god!
It was like a warm hug.
Leaf fans are so wrong on him.
They're totally wrong.
I mean,
I don't know if they're watching the same hockey.
Not
I really
all,
don't.
obviously. Well, it's frustrating, right? You give up so much for a player who, like, here's the difference. Carlo has played this year and been bad. Lawton has not played.
Well, and we don't know what Carlo might have been playing through because we can't figure out what the hell the Leafs.
Yeah, because they treat us like children because they're afraid of us. And if you work for a team that plays for a fan base you're afraid of, I think you should change industries because that's a terrible way to live your life. With Lawton, he has not played. So, and that's not his fault, and that's not Treliving's fault. That's no one's fault.
He's played parts of 3 games.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. But man, chicken soup for the Leaf fan soul. That guy is a player. That guy, I wish they would stop playing Domi at center because getting Lawton back, even with all the injuries you currently have, I think gives you that luxury. It would have been thin. You can play Domi there for a few shifts, maybe offensive zone starts. But I think last night you could have gone Tavares, Lawton. I would trust to be 2C. I really would. Probably Lorenz 3C, Quillen 4C.
Jesse, do you have a sense of why Craig Berube, even when they didn't have the center health issues that they have currently, you have a sense of why Berube's been so stuck with Domi there when Lawton went down in preseason? Because Domi essentially has been, he was supposed to be their first line right winger.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of you got to show the GM what you got. I think you play Domi at 3C because that's what or 2C because that's what he's provided to you. Ugh. And if he fails or succeeds, that's not on you because you are putting the player in a position where that is where he is slotted in the lineup. Like, I think he might be sending a message to Brad Treliving by playing Domi there. This is the option I have been handed, and I think it's honestly the right thing to do in that case because that is the option. Like you're weighing out like putting Lorenz up in the line. I don't know if that's the best idea because you don't want to. Lorenz has looked so good in the positions he's played in. Taking him out of that, you're kind of hurting yourself.
Yes, that is fair.
Given Domi as that center when this lineup is so mangled with Austin out and Nyes out and everything.
Wild.
This is what you have.
Yeah, I
gotta play this here. And that's not on me that he can't do what is asked of him.
Well,
I got a quote for you. Okay. Mark Masters, Craig Berube on Nicholas Waugh, who skated on his own the last couple of days. Probably still a ways away. I got no timeline for him.
Oh goodness. Yeah, no, it continues.
Sorry, continue with the
the world keeps spinning and the Leafs have no answers on injuries.
Here's what he should do. Mark, I refuse to answer that question. He's got to make it like you're talking about playing Domi to make it uncomfortable. Make it uncomfortable. Craig Berube shouldn't be answering these questions.
No, that's his job.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's in charge of that.
Because the Leafs are so fucking mystical and important that they do things differently. Craig doesn't know. He has no idea. What is the man supposed to do? So with Domi, I'm trying to problem solve.
Yeah, with Domi, like that's what he's asked. And just clean up the Yarncroke thing. He wasn't demoted. He played most of the second period on that top line with Matthew, with Tavares.
I called it before the game.
And what do you mean?
Well, because everyone got worked up about it. He's not a first line player, and I'm like, I guarantee you, he plays half the game there. Maybe.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Like. Yarncroke, you look at the thing on paper that they tweet out or it's printed out in the press box or whatever, the lineups are set or out of practice. That thing's going to change as the game goes along. Craig Berube discovers who's feeling that night, who's playing well together. And he went back to Yarncroke in that middle of the second for some defensive help next to Tavares, which was good. Good decision. And then when the third period was chugging along, the end of the second really, Cowan goes back up because he's playing so well. Yes. And that's what you got to go with. So I don't like categorizing these guys as getting like demoted or moved up unless it's like, we know somebody's just on the fourth line now. Like, otherwise, it's just in-game adjustments that I think Berube is making, especially with a guy like Callie, who's good in every place in the lineup.
I thought
he's useful, I should say.
Berube had a very good game, and I thought the Leafs had a very good game, and it was one line that let them down. And like
they got nothing out of the Domi Robertson McMahon line.
It was nothing. It's horrible. It's a terrible line. Like last year, you could at least rely on them to score a bit, generate some chances, and if the puck comes the other way, they're going to get hemmed. You take the good with the bad. There's no good. Like, I'm trying to remember any shots, scoring chances, anything from yesterday at all this season. I can't think of any. It's bad. It is no good. It's not fun. Terrible. And when they get guys back, like now I'm trying to problem solve. Okay. So I'm watching them play, the team at large, play a brand of hockey that's watchable. They're tight. They're in games. They have a chance to win. Michelli was on the fourth line today at practice. Get it over with. Off with his head. That's enough. Coach doesn't like him. Puck over the glass penalty. Gag me with a spoon. That's enough.
Yeah, by the way, under no pressure. Too.
Under no pressure.
That.
Like, the guy can generate offense. We've seen it. I don't think he's a useless player. I don't think he's a fit for this team. Goodbye. Domi, play him at wing or do not play him. I'm not saying you have to trade this guy. I'm not. But if your coach insists on playing him at center, after you get Matthews back, after you get Waugh back, oh my goodness, uncle.
Yeah.
And you have Lawton.
And I don't think he's going to do that. I think in a situation where Matthews and Waugh are out, he's showing the GM, like, this is what's left. Like,
yes.
Domi is that next guy up.
Yeah.
And it's not on Berube to be like, to kind of change that. I think for the amount he's making and what he's been tasked with, I think Domi's got to be there and fail on. You got to let somebody fall on their own sword.
I will say this, though.
That's what he's letting Domi do. And I don't know if you guys agree or disagree.
Because from the beginning of the season, though, they lost Lawton and they're like, we're changing the entire construction of the roster. Lawton was the 4C. And we're changing everything. Domi is going from 1 RW to 3C. And this guy is getting friggin', what are you doing? Why? Pourquoi? What was the whole point of training camp and everything? The easiest thing is to slot someone in and, I need a center. Like,
what it is.
I got to tell you, it's a little Babcockian. Because what Babcock would do.
Nick Patan. Who else was he? What else would he?
That guy would borderline
throw a game. He'd throw a game to center.
He would borderline throw a game.
Yep.
Dubas goes out and gets Jake Muzzin, and you're like, oh, he doesn't shoot right. You fucker. You're such a jerk. Like, you know what? I'm going to put Nick Patan in positions to fail because I'm so goddamn smart.
I think when he needs a center, that's the center he's been given. And
no, it isn't.
It's up to Domi to perform or find a new center.
Well, like, here's the thing. It was an incredibly tight game last night, an incredibly winnable game. The 2-0 goal goes in because that line that always gets hemmed got hemmed. They iced the puck. They managed to get it out of the zone. Domi and Robertson change at the speed of smell because they're so tired. And Tavares and Willie both get a dash because they were on the ice for like 2.5 seconds, leading to, it's a nice goal from Fantilli. But as I broke down in the video, if Fantilli doesn't score that, there could be a rebound. Marchenko's right there. He could pass to Marchenko. Marchenko could score. Like, you could kill them 1,000 ways. They just happen to be killed the way that they were. And then there's obviously the giveaway in overtime, followed by, I thought, a poor read on the back check. Why are you? He got beat to the outside way too easily.
Well, because he didn't pick up the fact that Adam Fantilli was bearing down on him so fast. Like, you see him, actually, if you watch the replay, Domi looks to his right to see what's out there. And then Fantilli is like, oh, he looked.
Yeah, goodbye.
I'm gone.
Yep, goodbye.
And part of the reason Fantilli is able to do that is Domi's positioning is too far to the side of Fantilli rather than diagonal to him. Like, he needs to be further back before he even swivels his head. You got to trust that your teammates are going to pick up the other guys. Who cares who Fantilli might pass it to, Max? Just go get him.
You're in a bad situation, and you got to play your role in the bad situation. Like, Fantilli's a special player, but he, in NHL terms, just got here. Max Domi is 756 games into his NHL career.
I'll be honest with you, they had possession before that. The play he tried to make to Robertson was a non-play.
That was
to McCabe.
Was it McCabe?
Yeah,
non-play.
he throws a pass to McCabe that's right at the Blue Jackets.
No, non-play.
It was ugly.
I'm tempted to be like, McCabe shouldn't have even gone for it. You are on the ice to babysit them. Like, and also with a minute left. with under a minute left.
You didn't need to do that.
No, that's the tandem?
And the Leafs had dominated overtime to that point too. That's the sad
I thought they looked really good. Like, listen, you get a point out of a.
What is this play?
On the screen right now is Domi and two Blue Jackets defenders right in front of him, and then McCabe is behind those two defenders, and he decides, I'm gonna try and squeeze this puck by them, and it doesn't work. It goes right to the Blue Jackets.
And that
leads to the goal.
It's going to be difficult
look
to
at
illustrate this with screen grabs, but the way McCabe is holding his stick when Werenski intercepts it, yeah, there you go. I think he's expecting a chip. He's expecting a chip on the other side of Werenski, and Domi's like, no, I'm going to feather this through a top 3 defenseman in the NHL.
And he tries the weakest sauce in the world too.
Terrible.
I don't know what he's thinking here.
Look at all the empty seats.
It's tape to tape for Werenski. Also, yes, the empty seats. That goes back to our previous conversation.
That's overtime, bro.
Whole lower bowl just empty there. It's ugly. It's ugly stuff. And then he gets beat the other way by Fantilli, who's just fast.
Yeah, because Domi's going backwards. What the fuck? And what's infuriating about that is Domi actually does manage to screw him up, and he almost loses the puck. He loses the puck there. It goes into the corner. Maybe you survive overtime and go to the shootout. Maybe they even use you in the shootout and they score. Mm-hmm. Hooray. Mm-hmm. We'll never know. Again, it's hard. With Michelli, I'm like, yeah, he's not a fit. Goodbye. With Domi, I do sometimes wonder if we're ever going to get to know this player. He's not an NHL center, and he's currently the 2C. Stop it. Craig, stop. At what point, okay, if what's going on is what we've said is what's going on, Treliving needs to go down to his office and be like, all right, point taken. Can you please try something else? Please. I cannot believe that's what they're going with at practice again. After last night, God, and that Bruins game, you're down, I think it was 4-1.
And then you come
Domi
back
takes
4-3.
that silly Zadorov penalty when you're down a goal. My goodness, and it all, I don't want to put it all on one guy, but there's points you're leaving on the table here.
He's had a bad week.
He's had a horrible week. And a week that could have really righted the ship. And if you listen to the team, I think they think the ship is righting because it is.
It does. Ultimately,
no one wants to hear that shit.
Yeah, everything is looking good.
No one wants to hear that shit, but it is true.
Yeah. And one thing I will say, I know you're yelling 2C a lot. It's the same thing with the conversation about Yarncroke. He's being deployed like the 3C. Lawton played 15 minutes at even strength, and so did Domi.
So what I am saying then, what I said is a downright realistic, rational option.
15:07 even strength for Lawton, 15:20 even strength for Domi, 16:17 for Domi in total, and then Lawton played 17:22 because he's also useful on the penalty kill. So he did play more minutes.
You could have gone Tavares, Lawton, which is what you did.
Yes.
I think Lorentz, at least you try it, or you have Lorentz kind of platoon with Domi, Quillen.
But don't get mad at the paper. That's what I'm saying. Don't
get too stuck on the paper. You're right.
He slotted in at 2C. He played 3C minutes.
I am mad at, forget the number. C. I am mad at C.
There you go.
Stop it with
fair.
C.
That's fair.
No more C.
There's an argument for that one.
Enough. He can't do it.
Yeah.
Put anyone there. Can Nyes play center?
Adam, do you think?
No, he's out. McMahon, play McMahon at center.
I feel like
we got it.